Hello, it is Lynx here, and today I will be reading one shot with around 1,600 words entitled Father, We're Adopted by Lay_Olivia on AO3. It's rated general audiences and no archive warnings apply. And hey guys, I'm still posting this in Pride Month, so be warned, it is gay. If you do not like the gays, get out. This is a safe space. Anyways, I actually forgot to mention I have a guest speaker with me here.
Hello.
Please, get out of that voice, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's easier to stay in the voice.
Hey, it's okay. This part is being recorded, though, so, yeah, this is his first time being recorded
Hi.
other than in my lives.
My name online is Mr. Undefined. You can just call me Undefined or Fifi as a nickname.
Hi, Fifi.
Oh, shut the fuck.
Yeah, he's my brother, by the way, guys, if you can't tell by this banter. Siblings. Oh, okay. Anyways, he's going to be voicing Aizawa, because I don't feel like voicing Aizawa today. So, let me get into the summary.
I really don't know how good this voice is. Is this good?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop the recording device there though, so that so that your voice picks up easier. And when you speak, please put your face closer because the mic's there. Okay. Anyways. Okay.
Grunting noises.
All right. Now that we've introduced Fifi, let's get into the summary. Oh, stop it! The camera is rolling. Hitoshi loudly complained with a face of abject disgust, throwing a hand over his eyes. There are children present.
Where do you think you came from?
His dad drawled lazily, entirely unbothered, more concerned with pestering kisses out of his husband. He didn't even bother stepping out of the voice hero's personal space, a rare sight of their black cat dad reciprocating, even demanding, their golden retriever dad's affection. Not from whatever it is you're doing, that's for sure. Or, Hisashi keeps forgetting his kids are, in fact, adopted. Alright, now that we're done with the summary and the information and Fifi's interesting introduction...
What's up?
Okay, let's get into the story. Oh, stop it. The camera is rolling. Hitoshi loudly complained with a face full of abject disgust, throwing a hand over his eyes. There are children present. The camera was, in fact, rolling from where Hitoshi was setting it up in the living room. December has arrived and it has become somewhat of a family tradition to have their Christmas photo shoot. However, while the teen was slaving away to set up the camera, his dads were nibbling on each other's faces in the kitchen as if they were the teenagers.
Where do you think you came from?
His dad drawled lazily, entirely unbothered, more concerned with pestering kisses out of his husband. He didn't even bother stepping out of the voice hero's personal space, a rare sight of their black cat dad reciprocating, even demanding their golden retriever dad's affection. Not from whatever it is you're doing, that's for sure. The lavender-haired boy cried exasperately, gesturing wildly. He looks insane, showed amused quietly, proud that he did that, preening that he was upholding his duties as a dad. Hisashi looked equally amused with a dopey little lovesick smile on his face. I'll have you know that foreplay is an integral part of the baby-making Hitoshi didn't get the chance to react before his brother entered the room and looked to instantly regret to have his hearing intact. Wait, what the heck did I just walk in on? Izuku screeched in horror, hands covering his ears as if that would protect his already tainted innocence. Pops is trying to convince me that they're reenacting how they made me, Hitoshi said, shuddering as though even the thought of it sent dread seeping into his bones. Eri chose that exact moment to enter the room. She took one look at her parents, glancing over to her brother suffering and shrugged, taking a seat at the kitchen counter, wholly unbothered. Instead, she asked, are we finally confirming the lore that Hitoshi is not adopted to be true? Is he a made by you and Dad original? I promise it won't offend me and Izu, Papa. I know I'm your favorite regardless. She said with a lazy, toothy grin that was a faithful mimicry of her dad's. Her words had their dads pausing. Hisashi blinked dumbly, and everyone could see the moment the light bulb switched on in his head. Oh, wait, you're all adopted, he said with a sheepish laugh, as though this was new information. I forgot. Are you being dead-ass right now? Teenager drama might be Hisashi's favorite form of entertainment. He hit jackpot when he became a teacher, and he won again when his 3 kids grew into dramatic, angsty little shits they were now. It was wonderful. Today, his daily entertainment came in the form of a melodramatic Hitoshi only just got back from school, not bothering to change out of his uniform before all but collapsing onto the living room couch in a pathetic heap, his head cushioned by his dad's lap. "Pops, am I ugly?" Hisashi is very proud of himself for not laughing, running his hand through purple locks. Fluffy. "Honey, you inherited your dad's face and I married the man, alright? I think you can trust me when I say you're very pretty." He did his best not to coo at the overgrown baby, knowing his babying would not be appreciated. Hitoshi snorted in response. "I very literally inherited nothing from either of you, but thanks." Hisashi blinked, pausing his petting for a second before resuming it, if only to appease the whines of his wounded eldest son. "I keep forgetting you're adopted, and it baffles me every time I remember you're not Shota's biological kid." Touché. Truly, everyone could see the resemblance, that it was stranger that they were not biologically related, if anything. Those designer eye bags are nothing to write home about. "You don't even got his genes, and yet you're still cursed with Dad's ugly mug." Izuku chirped cheekily as he entered the living room with Eri on his tail, both having changed out of their school uniform and into an oversized present mic hoodie stolen from Shota and a prototype Dekiru hoodie, respectively. "Shut up, Izuni. You're just jealous you didn't inherit the pro hero Eraserhead's genes." Eri snarked, making a show of tossing her hair back in a flaunting manner. Her rare support, in comparison to her usual additional dogging against whoever the victim was, made Hitoshi snort. "What genes did you inherit, huh, Eri-chan?" The green-haired boy asked, humoring his sister. "Is it his abysmal fashion sense?" "Me and Hidoni got some of the height." She snarked with sass that she so inherently picked up from her brothers. She sauntered over to pretend to compare their heights with the flat of her hand gesturing from the top of her own head to Izuku's. "Can't say the same for you, big brother." They were nearly the same height at this point, and it was definitely a sore spot for Hisashi's tiny green son. "I'm willing to bet you also inherit his charming social skills and personality," Izuku quipped, his stance shifting to look ready to jump his sister. "You say that like it's a bad thing." Eri humphed, crossing her arms over her chest, unbothered. "I'm just saying it takes a special kind of person to carry around a spritz bottle to use on people that annoy them."
"Hisashi."
A mournful cry summoned the man from the kitchen. Hisashi got up, Hitoshi largely undisturbed despite having lost his human pillow, too busy recording the verbal takedown that was unfolding. He padded over to the kitchen, poking his head in to see what his husband hunched over the table, stacks of paper strewn about.
"They're insulting each other, and yet I'm the one catching strays."
Shota bemoaned, though his voice remained flat and monotonous. "They're definitely your kids." Hisashi snorted, taking a seat next to his husband.
"Hellspawns, the lot of them. Maybe we should call an exorcist."
The dark-haired man suggested, putting minimal effort, which is more than he would usually bother with on a normal day, into looking pitiful. His lukewarm performance was not given a chance to even attempt at persuading his husband before they were swarmed by said hellspawns. Eri clambered into Shota's lap with an over-exaggerated cry of, "Dad, Izu's bullying me!" A habit she had shamelessly clung on to despite growing into her teens, while Izuku had taken to climbing their other dad like a tree until he latched onto the man's back like a monkey and hissing like a feral cat in retaliation. Hitoshi, the less tactile of the three, had taken a seat across from the two men, following the other two to spectate on the drama where it seemed. "What are you two talking about?"
"Opening a summoning circle to hell to send you where you came from for some alone time with your father."
"Ew, are you flirting at the expense of your children?" "You know, Sho, if we exercise these gremlins, we could have more faith flirting." Hisashi mused thoughtfully, wiggling his eyebrows at the implication of an empty nest. Truly, it was impressive how synchronized his siblings were with their gagging. Hisashi had a love-hate relationship with car rides, especially ones with his entire circus of a family. Never a dull moment, let him tell you. Every time he had to herd all 3 of his ever-growing children into their little family car, it was as though the car shrunk in size with how much they bicker. "Oi, scooch over, you're squishing me." "I'm already in the middle, damn it. Why are you taking so much space? You don't even have an ass." He got that from Papa. "I'm going to throw you out the window." "Dad, tell Toshi you love him less because he's adopted." Eri's words were cut off by a shriek from Hitoshi elbowing her thighs. Honey, we love all our adopted and biological children the same. Hisashi soothes, glancing into the rear view mirror, amused.
Hisashi, they're all adopted.
Shota muttered, loud enough in his sleep that everyone knew was to avoid the incessant whining. Does that mean you love all of us less? Izuku gasped theatrically because he was a little shit who likes adding fuel to the fire. Watch the building burn down and start another fire next door. Of course not.
Absolutely. I would sell all 3 of you for a half-eaten bag of chips. Now shut up.
Shota! Oh, I'm so proud of how much you've grown. Hisashi fawned over his daughter, donned in the UA uniform, smoothing over non-existent wrinkles while the teen rolled her eyes fondly. I remember the day you were born, and look at you now, all grown up. The blonde gushed, not noticing the faces his children pulled at his words. Geez, Pops, sort of rude for you to only attend Aries' birth, but neither of your sons. Hitoshi drawled lazily from where he was sipping coffee at the kitchen table. This distinctly feels like the time Eri cried because Dad and Pops didn't invite her to their wedding. Izuku added through a mouthful of pancakes. Oh my god, I forgot. Papa, at this point you gotta confess it, you have a secret love child you birthed. Eri snorted, sitting next to Izuku to steal a pancake, dodging a half-hearted stab of a fork in her direction. One day I'm gonna Photoshop our faces on random babies and manipulate Pops into manifesting memories of our childhood. Izuku said with a yawn, his siblings perking up with great interest at the idea.
That sounds psychopathic. I'm so proud of you.
Shota mumbled in passing as he made a beeline for the coffee maker, half asleep. Hisashi despairs. Alright, so that was the end of the fic. This was so fun, it was adorable, and it was really funny. Isn't that right?
Yep. I honestly laughed.
Yeah. He laughed a lot.
Genuinely, I was not...
Alright.
I have not seen or been up with the story at all. This is literally my first... I'm far away from the mic. I have not done podficking before. This is my first experience.
Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Do you think you'll come back next time or make
Definitely.
another appearance? Eventually,
I will be the voice of Aizawa from now on, I think.
Maybe.
If you're chill with that.
Yeah, you can do it sometimes.
Okay.
Anyways, eventually you could start your own channel, probably.
I'm not gonna do podficking. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a channel myself.
Yep, I'm gonna
It's got 5 subscribers. You should really... You should subscribe. Yeah,
I'm putting the link in the description. Anyways, remember to eat, sleep, drink your water, and take your meds. And when you sleep, go to bed at a reasonable time. I am being done recording this right around 5 p.m. So this will be out in 23 hours if it goes right. Yeah, 23 hours if it goes right. And remember, kids, be do and crime gay.
See ya. Bye.